All right, hello people and welcome. Well, I apologize. There are a few gaming sessions that the sound got messed up. I have no idea how it happened. I don't think I changed anything. I guess the only thing I could do from now on, see how those little things lit up right there, that tells me that the sound is working. But the sound was not working on episodes 317, 18, 19, and 20. And it's not that there was no sound, but the sound just was so low of the game. You could hear me, you could hear the microphone, but you couldn't hear the sound from the game. Barely at all. How that happened, I have no idea. So I apologize for that. It was in, I believe, episode 318 that I got my primal dagger of darts, which I have been using. I got this. Okay, I got this. Gonna need
not mention what a bore you can.
Gonna need some veiled crystals. That's kind of the only thing about this that.
Got some. You may wonder how I get such fine goods here when we're under siege. Well, keep wondering.
A little tricky because I gotta convert some of these things over now. I gotta convert one reusable parts. And 2 arcane dust.
If that's what you want. Not your worst idea. Not quite.
So now I'll start changing. I gotta change out reduces cooldown of all skills to something. If I'm gonna give this a try. I really don't have high hopes for the flavor of time. I hate the idea of being dependent upon the map, but I'm willing to give it a try. Boy, that's nice, isn't it? that would really help out my healing quite a bit. I'd have to put it on. You know, but look at that. I'm going to lose 23% damage. I can't do that. 75% recovery gained, but I gotta go with something else. So I guess damage in an amulet doesn't help out too much. I only gained 4% damage there. 72%. It's not too bad. Alright, so I'm gonna lose. Look at that. I'm gonna lose 14% damage. I'm actually gonna only lose a little bit less than that because I'm gonna be able to change over some of my Paragon points from movement speed to intelligence. Try it 1 or 2 more times. I don't want to spend a lot on this. But alright, from everything I have experienced with this, with an amulet, the critical hit damage is better than the critical hit chance. So I'm gonna stick with the critical hit damage, 72%. And this went from 23% to 4. So it went 9% damage. by their calculations, it was at 23%. When I changed it over to critical hit damage, 72%, it's down to 14. So that means that critical hit damage only increased the base damage by 9%. Now, if that's true, then this poison skills should be better than this. I wouldn't have thought so, though. I don't know how they got that. That 19%. Now if we go here, okay, 23%. See? Now there's a 23% decrease in damage, but my poison skills increase at 19%. Which, you subtract that out, that's only a 4% less damage. And that's not even counting the fact that I convert, probably going to gain about 100 intelligence
I waited
when I take care of my movement speed.
Should I return to my slumber?
So basically this is just going to come down to what's better, the S of Johann effect or the flavor of time effect. It's obviously going to depend upon the shrines that I find, or the pylons, I mean. Lasts twice as long. Well, alright, I'll give it a try. I believe I'm reading that right. I mean, I'm really surprised. I would have thought a 70-some% critical hit damage. Oh, okay, I see why. It's because I am losing the critical hit chance also. That's why. Well, too late to look now, but either way. Either way, I'm gonna give it a try. Let's Paragon points 260, 303. Okay, so your total movement speed, Paragon and all of your items can't exceed 25%. Already at 24%, so that means I only need 1% more for Paragon. I can't go any higher than that. If I try and put more in with the Paragon, it will just stay here at 25%. So that means all the rest just got to go into intelligence and vitality. So I think I had, so it's going to be, I think this was 360. And then we'll just put the rest into here. So I think I got about an extra 100 intelligence out of that. Alright. Let's see if this flavor of time works. Works well. I know it's going to work. Let's see if it's worth it. Giving up my S of Johann. Alright, I got 12 keystones. I mean, I'm sure I'm gonna make it. And I really won't know until the highest levels, really. Oops, let me get out of here.
Doesn't our friend ever tire? I've hardly seen him rest since we met.
Now you know.
Now you know why angels and demons fear the Nevermore. Alright, here we go. Looking for those pylons. How many keystones do I got? 12. Alright. Hit it.
I wish you luck, hero. You're weak. I must heal. I am hurt.
I am definitely missing my S of Johan here.
Not ready yet. The truth binds you.
So I guess I've got to keep moving with the thought that the more ground I cover,
Needs more time.
more chance I have of spotting a shrine.
Healing.
Wow, again. Can't attack the little guys at all. I gotta hope I don't die. Wow. Oh, come on. My guys are having trouble hitting them over there. Okay, got one. Cover more ground. Find more shrines. Flavor of time becomes more useful.
Do you see that enemy over there? Let us collect it from this land.
You're dead. Come.
Need a shrine.
Not ready yet. You are evil and nothing. Need more time.
So far, Flavor of Time has been pretty big waste. Look at all that. I really can't stop to kill all them guys. I gotta get a shrine.
Need more time. You are evil and nothing. Need more time.
A lot of guys here, too.
Not ready yet. A perfect strike.
Alright.
A perfect strike. Need more time. You are evil and nothing. The Rift Guardian is here. grow weak.
Well, hate to say I told you so, but I told you so. You know, that whole rift, I only found one good shrine. And it really, it almost seems to go against the whole, or at least part of the idea of this echoing fury, because I want to slay more enemies, but I can't because I've got to keep running and keep moving to hopefully get more shrines to make this more effective. So it's not necessarily that this is bad, but I do think it's working against this. I mean, that whole thing, that conduit shrine was probably the only shrine that I encountered that was worth anything. The other one, it wasn't bad, but it really doesn't help me too much. So I just don't think the flavor of time and the echoing fury work well with each other. Now maybe if I had the echoing fury, let's say with this nemesis bracers, you know, and something like that, and or maybe I didn't have maybe if I had the flavor of time with this and huge bonuses to elites, maybe with this, and maybe with
I am returning to town.
the furnace. Then it's like I'm just going after just the elites and just the pylons, and maybe it would be worth it then, but...
Excellent.
The spirits grant me blessing.
I personally, I really just don't like to be dependent upon the map. I don't like to be dependent upon the map to, you know, to give me good, like in this case, to give me good pylons. I want to be able to feel like no matter which map I'm gonna be able to do the whole thing regardless of what they throw at me. I mean, this right here was useful against those poison rift guardians, and it was pretty good otherwise about being a primal, but it's really only really useful against those poison rift guardians. Otherwise, it's just a really good amulet. Whereas the S of Johan, especially if I am using this echoing fury, this is going to help me to kill more guys, which is going to help me to get more of a bonus. See, when that battle rate I had right in the beginning there against those whatever they are, those spitting ladies that summon up the zombies. It's like I took so long just to kill them because there were 5 of them. They were spread out. I wasn't able to pull them together with my Paranado. Whereas if I had the S of Johan with me there, I probably would have sucked them all into one little group and killed them all probably fairly quickly. So I think I am going to say goodbye to the flavor of time. Yeah, maybe in some other builds it wouldn't be bad, but it was fun to just try. I'm glad I tried it. Glad to give it a little experiment. Alright, so
shall we?
I'm back to square one in some regards. I guess a new Oculus ring. I guess if I were gonna get a primal in anything, or an improvement in anything, it would probably be the Oculus ring, looking for 85% damage while standing in it. Everything else I have is really already pretty good. I don't really need anything else, I don't think. Yeah. Well, either way, I don't know. All right, I'm gonna go for a ring. Let's go for the
You
ringy
look like
ding.
you could use a new item of indeterminate usefulness.
And I'll just spend the rest trying to get a better Oculus ring. Although I this is already really good Oculus ring. I just don't have anything else that's not that great.
See you soon.
That costs too much.
All right, I'm gonna try to keep at least 100. So I can do 2 upgrades, 1 upgrade, 2 upgrades. Well, maybe not exactly 100, but somewhere in the neighborhood of 100. So they're 50 each. So yeah, I'll do 2.
I suppose that will work.
Brilliant. All right. Got going back with the S18. I'm getting thirsty. Alright, let's just blow some of these riffs out. Level up this legendary gem.
And you will be well rewarded.
I don't mind stopping for a big group like that.
Your identity counts. Need help.
Come on, move it! Dagger of darts is nice, but dying is not nice.
More time.
How am I dying?
I strike at your heart. Strike at your heart.
I think the dagger of darts is gonna go.
I strike at your heart. The truth burns you. It's gonna evade me.
I got to change my Paragon points back. That's why I'm going a little bit slower. Come out of there.
My strike is true. Needs more time. Your evil undoes you. strike is true.
Oh, come on. Just mistimed it.
The spirits aid me.
Oh, come on.
The Rift Guardian is here.
Yeah, I got it done faster, a little bit, but then again, I had two really good favorable maps, which, you know, so I really don't know if I can tell anything about that, but I died, and that was my biggest fear of going with this Echoing Fury, is the whole dying thing, because now I only get to upgrade 4 times, because I died. So I think at least in these lower level rifts, you know, I'm only doing 104th level rift, and these lower level ones,
I need to go back.
you know, I'm just trying to level up my gems basically, so I don't want to die.
Fate smiles on you today.
So I think I'm gonna say goodbye to the Echoing Fury for now.
I didn't even
That
know I
costs
had
too
that
much.
thing.
Ooh, Ancient Puzzle Ring. Okay, that's a game changer. Well, maybe not a game changer, but it changes things a little. Not that I need the money, because I obviously don't. Alright, I will be right back, and I'll come back and I'll do an ancient vault run. And I'm gonna say goodbye to, just for a little while anyways. I've got it saved, so I can always come back to it. But it just makes a squishy build even more squishy. Let's go to my vault run. All right, I will be right back, and we will do the vault. Ancient vault. Okay, I will be back.